somebody else's time. It's funny because y'all get so mad at women for exploiting ourselves when you were the ones who objectified us in the first place. We literally just turn around what you were doing for our benefit. Wait a second, do you hear that? Oh, okay. It's just the sound of grown men crying because the girl they considered a slut won't fuck them.
We are going to transform into a beautiful queen and scam those men out of their paycheck.
Scam those men, scam those men. Today, scam those men out of their paycheck.
Yeah!
I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
Hey my friends, welcome to the RP Experience. Peace, love to my brothers and sisters out there. Today's video is going to be one that I've been thinking about, but I had too many other things that I needed to work on, so I want to say this one to when I have enough information to say what I really need to say. So today's video is going to be about, do women oversexualize themselves, particularly on social media, but it can also be on how they dress and stuff like this. Now, the one advantage I have is that, you know, since I've interacted with a lot of different types of women, females, I've come across the lady every once in a blue moon, and those are usually married. Those are usually taken, but every woman's a little different, and especially in the last, I guess, 10 to 5 years, there has been this thing about women oversexualizing themselves on social media, and well, men have made their thoughts about this very loud and clear, you know. However, as always, I try to look at things both ways, and I always try to put myself in somebody else's shoes. Like, what if I was a woman, or what if I was that homeless dude? What if, you know, a lot of you need to start doing that right there. You know, because I mean, I believe that's one of those things that a lot of people lack in empathy, or either trying to understand another person's position. Anyway, and me, I always try to be fair. So this is not a woman bash channel. You know, I'm not even bashing black women on here. Now, I will point out what y'all are doing wrong, and I will sprinkle in what guys are doing wrong. But understand, when females had the mic, the platform to talk about relationship issues, almost every show I ever saw, from Oprah Winfrey to The View to, and the thing is, I never watched these shows every day. But whenever I did watch these shows, when they went viral or something that they was talking about, you know, it was always man bashing. You know, even guy shows that came out talking about issues, whether it was Steve Harvey or Dr. Phil or something like that, they catered to women, and they also man bashed as well. Derek Jackson, another one, man bashing. Now, every once in a while, he would take and put out a video talking about what women are doing wrong. And then of course though, he had that egg on his face when it came out that he was cheating. So guess everybody has skeletons in their closet. Another reason I don't want to bash black women is because I feel like, especially now in the male space, especially the black male space, this is happening a lot now. But however, because of the stuff that females have done over the decades, and some of them continually to do, those dudes that decide to do that, do what you're going to do. Me, I felt like they got like beat down or kicked enough, and obviously coming at them that way is not going to change them. However, I do think it needed to be said that way by some of the people in the space, only because I think sometimes I think you do need to hear the brutal, honest truth. But I've come to try to appeal to females and males' sense of being a decent human being, and hopefully we can grow from this, because my channel is more of an educational channel. If there are things that I feel like females have got away with, or like hitting dudes, or like lying and stuff like that, and I feel like society just glazes over that, yes, I'm going to come at that one like pretty hard. But things that I feel like that's kind of even, or either that the guys are not really, they're not taking accountability of like the guys that's contributing to the problem, like with this issue here with the over-sexualization thing, then I have to look at it this way. Anyway, I have a couple videos here, and this video might be about a half an hour because I'm already on 6 minutes right now. But okay, let's start this.
Have you noticed how some women in film are just so overly sexualized? That's the male gaze, which is when a female character is unnecessarily depicted as a sexual object who lacks any real agency. Right? It's weird when they focus on a woman's body without it adding to the plot. Why is it necessary to see a sexualized person in a scene that doesn't need it?
Well, I have to admit that's true. That is true. And I have an example. I remember years ago, somewhere in the 90s, I remember me and my mom went to go see Independence Day. And it was the scene with Vivica Fox where she walked out with like a thong bikini on because she was a stripper. And I remember after the movie, me and my mom was talking about like, why did they make her a stripper? They could have made her anything else in the movie, even though sometimes military personnel dudes do marry strippers. But however though, why did the black woman have to be a stripper? Anyway, I remember this one dude, he was like, damn, which she did have like a nice butt. But dudes don't seem to have a problem when, well, most dudes. I'm pretty sure there are some guys, but most dudes have no problem when a female is being sexualized like that on screen, and that's not fair. And see, me, I'm all about the balance, I'm not playing the double standard card either way, unless if some kind of weird way it kind of balances out or something like that. I'll go into an example of that in the future somewhere, but right now, yeah. Now, to ladies though, women, females, all y'all. However, these days men do get sexualized too on film. You know, I can think of, and I can't think of his name, but I can think of the Man Still Superman. I can think of Captain America, Chris Evans playing as him, and he's talking about his ass on there or something like that, or either he takes off his shirt and I'm hearing some females like gasps in the theater. And of course, Chris Hemsworth in the last Thor movie when he got totally stripped. You know, of course, though, they blacked out seeing his butt crack, but however, though, you know, he got sexualized. So the only thing I'll say, though, is that women have been sexualized for at least a century on film. As long as film has been as long as film has been out here, females have been sexualized on film, and I'm pretty sure through the ages they have been. And it does seem to me that as long as, like, those kind of men, because now don't put this on all men now, because a lot of guys don't have that kind of power, but the men that's making movies, or the men that have a lot of money, or the men that are like kings or something like that, or whatever the case may be, yes, they exploited female sexuality, you know, and parade y'all around and stuff like that. But these days y'all can monotonize yourselves, and y'all can use what you got to get what you want. You know, basically. And it seems like a lot of dudes don't like that. Now, however, though, matter of fact, though, I have a video here that the female is going to explain this more in depth. Let's watch.
Okay, let's talk about this comment. I saw it a while ago, wasn't going to answer, but then the poster just take a turn, so I figured let's talk about it. Are women really sexualizing themselves? Or are they finally recognizing, becoming confident, and utilizing their bodies that they were given? It doesn't matter why they're doing what they're doing, whether it is to promote, for attention or for following, whatever have you. Somebody is giving them that attention. Somebody is probably paying their bills off of utilizing their bodies that they're given. That doesn't mean that they're over-sexualizing themselves. That's literally their body that they're born with. They're just showing it because why the hell not if it's getting them to a goal or a vision that they want to. And yet again, that just shows that people are actually over-sexualizing them. Nobody said because you show a little bit of ass that you are sexualizing yourself. You're just showing a little bit of ass, but if people want to pay for that, or they want to give you a following, they want to give you whatever the hell it is that you're, insinuating, then what is so wrong with that? They have every right to do it because they were born with that body. People are going to look anyway. People are going to violate anyway. You might as well make some money off of it. And I don't know if you meant to be rude or condescending about the comment, so I'm not going to be rude or condescending to you, but I think it comes down to, yet again, other people minding a woman or other people minding somebody else's in general business. What they choose to do with their body is 100% what the hell they choose to do with their body. Also, it does show and prove that we are over-sexualizing them. Because if you're looking at every single thing like that, yeah, they're selling sex, they're selling the attention, whatever it is, that's great. But I was talking about in that post, him saying that a woman should wear a thong bathing suit, and that's sexualizing it. A lot of women, yet again, do not go out in a thong bathing suit to show you what the hell you think that you're looking for. Not you, but in general, people who are making those comments. A lot of the time, we wear thong bathing suits because we don't want to get a tan line. Or it's cultural. Or we are not sexualizing ourselves. We're not here to try to show you our butthole while we're on the beach. We're just wearing a bathing suit. So that's what I was talking about with this original post. If everybody would mind their business and maybe get a little bit of a culture like education, I think that would be really beneficial, because if you saw my original post, yet again, these things, these small mediocre things, I'm not talking about selling sex per se, but the small things about like what we wear or how we choose to be confident with our bodies are completely normalized in so many other parts of the world, just not here, because yet again, we're really freaking weird. But yeah. Thanks for the comment. Again, I don't know if you were being negative or mean, but it definitely opened up more of a conversation. So maybe, educate yourself a little bit more. And again, I think everybody should just mind their business.
let people do what they want with their body and move on.
Wow, it's a lot to unpack there. And actually, she's right. She is right. Now, however, though, I do have to correct her on one thing, and I'm going to do this right off the bat so that I do not forget it later. The thing about telling people to mind your business. I mean, I'm sorry. It's kind of like once you put something on social media, you kind of open yourself up to the attention that you're going to get about people saying stuff. I mean, if you want people to mind your business, then keep your thing private or something like that, or either make it that nobody can comment or something. So, I mean, I disagree with that point right there. But however, though, everything else that she said is correct. Oh, and plus another thing, the cultural thing. You know, I know it's like in Brazil, Colombia, Europe, like other countries, like the United States, we are one of the most stuck up sexual people. Like we'll be like we don't want to see stuff, but yet behind closed doors we are either watching prom, you know, that adult entertainment stuff, or in bondage. It's like we like to put like an image out there that we're wholesome. Not all of us, I'm just saying a chunk of us put that out there, and then behind closed doors we are doing the most deplorable things. So that right there. But however, though, those countries where is more acceptable to be like to dress a certain way or have less clothing and stuff like that, you know, there are countries like that, and that's what they are used to there, you know. And I see now this is good and bad right here with stuff, but I noticed, okay, it's kind of like, as a guy, if you've never been around beautiful women, when you get around one, you're not going to know how to act. Fortunately, especially in the last since 2014 and on, I had a chance to be around a lot of attractive women. And then at first, you know, because I wasn't used to being around a bunch of them, sometimes maybe I would simp a little bit or something. But after I was around them, and then after that, you know, I kind of saw them as either just being human or either just having flaws and stuff like that. Is not as impressive as it was. Not to say that, as I would say, like their looks do matter. You know, it's just that is not like the central point with me with like dealing with them. Plus, I don't become like blinded or whatever and just let them get away with a bunch of stuff. But yeah, everything else that she said, I have to pretty much agree that she's right if the girl wants to do that. And also, truthfully, it is the guys that's oversexualizing them, you know. Now I do have a disagreement here, but I'm going to wait to the next video. But pretty much with what she was saying with oh god, I should have wrote down what I was going to say. The thing is, what I said in like a video I said a long time ago. I mean, you can get mad at the women to a certain degree, but however, though, the people you really need to get mad at is the guys. You know, the guys that are either like just throwing money at them, or the guys that slide into their DMs, getting them D pics, that kind of stuff there, because they are the ones that's just taking it like way over the top or something like that. You know, I can't blame a girl that if she's just gonna like wiggle and do like a dance or something like that, or either act like she's swallowing a banana that, you know, guys are going to be giving her like $20 each month or something like that, or either just raining money on them or something, you know. Because I mean, people, this is why a lot of people in my community sometimes they resort to either selling drugs and stuff like that, even though I don't endorse that. But see, I understand why, because once you start making that easy money, it's kind of hard to go back from there. And actually, I want to make a correlation, like females can make money off of guys just throwing money from them, but you know, whether you think it's right or wrong, and actually I use a correlation of like selling drugs or something like that, even though you're not technically hurting somebody, the same way that, well, see, once again, sometimes females don't care what a guy does long if he gets money. But I'm saying to the girls that would kind of look down on a guy that's like selling drugs or something like that, that is the same way a guy would look down on a girl doing like OnlyFans or something. You know, me, I don't care if a girl does that. The thing is, though, I would never get in a serious relationship with her doing that. Maybe I would go on like a date, you know, or something like that, just to like talking, get to know what kind of person she is or something. But however, you know, you have to understand as a woman, if you're doing something like that or something, you know, I'm pretty sure the guys that are giving you money, you have to show your body to, you have to talk to, and even though you are playing with them or something like that, two things are going on in my head. One, you know, it showed me how manipulative the woman can be, and then two, you know, it also shows me that the same way that she would just take their money, you know, and have no emotional strings to it, she could do the same thing to me. Or either maybe she could see a guy in there that maybe she's attracted to, and then mess with that guy. So, you know, that's one of the things I draw the line at. You know, ever getting serious with some woman that does that. It's not judgment that you're a bad person or anything like that. Is the thing is, though, I don't think I could ever really trust you. You know, really. Just like, truthfully, if you're dealing with a guy that sells drugs or either scams people out of money, you know, you should have a light bulb that goes on saying that you could never really trust him. Anyway, I have one more video I need to show, and then I should be done.
Here's my take on women being sexualized. I feel like people do over-sexualize women, and women should be able to post their body and be proud of themselves, what they've earned or been blessed with. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Posting a pic in a bikini, I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. What I do see a problem with is when women pose half naked in settings that there's no need to not have on clothes, basically just to flaunt your body and give off a sexual presentation, but then be upset when you're approached in a sexual way. No sexual harassment is not okay, and I approve of it in no way. But you have to understand that you are the company you keep. You can't invite that in if you know that's not what you want. Like, I can't pose on social media, pants sagging, gun hanging out with a bandana in my back pocket if I don't want to be viewed as a thug and approached as such. If I want to be a businessman, that's not how I present myself. If you want to be a wife, a mature young woman, don't present yourself half naked.
Facts, G, facts. And this is my exact angle on this. Like, you know, you women, females, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. You know, it's a free world, and y'all shouldn't be harassed. But he made a very good example right here, or something. Because I'm going to pit, like, even though I'm okay with a lot of things that females could do online or something like that, my one line is like definitely I will not fuck with them like that, is if they do OnlyFans or if they twerk. I don't know what it is with that one. I guess because I saw it originate in my community, and I even saw like underage girls doing it. I'm like, ugh, or something like that. But see, the thing with that is, sometimes it's terrible. Obviously, if it's a music video or they on stage doing it or something like that, it's like whatever. But is that thing that Sierra is starting to do right now? And she's starting to. And the thing is, though, she wasn't doing it at the beginning stages of her and her husband's relationship. And for some reason, I can't think of his name right now, so I'm trying not to get hung up on that. But Russell Wilson. So she just started doing this out of the blue. Like why? Why is she starting to do this all of a sudden out of the blue or something like that? But anyway, my thing with that is kind of like, if that's the equivalent of like a guy walking around and just grabbing his private areas or something like that. If it was like some type of dance or something like that, and or either acting like he's wagging his thing down there or something like that. That is how I see it when I just see a girl just whip it out and just start twerking. Especially when sometimes it seems like they'll twerk at a restaurant, they'll twerk at a gas station. I mean, they'll just twerk anywhere. But however, though, the same way you as women would look at a guy doing that is the same way I look at it. I don't know about the other dudes, because some dudes do like it, and of course the only thing they think about is smashing. But me, actually, I'm not even thinking about smashing. I'm just thinking like, wow. And I realize sometimes the girls that's doing that, they're not bad people. They're just doing it because it's a social norm in their peer group, and everybody's doing it. But see, me, I've never been one of those kind of people, like, because a lot of my people use the N-word. Matter of fact, though, probably like 80%, 70, 80%, because almost everybody I know uses that word. There are some that don't, but see, thing is, though, I think long term and full picture. I have friends of other cultures. So if I start using it with them and calling them that, then they're gonna get kind of comfortable using it. Then they might use it with the wrong black person out there, and then that person may bust them in the face. So, not just that, but it's just that I don't know. I just usually think stuff through. I just don't go doing stuff. So anyway, that's all I want to say on the twerking. But also, as far as like the way like dressing and stuff like that, like me, I don't know. I guess because the girl that gave me a chance when I was younger was like a Caucasian girl, and she was kind of like a bad girl, and she kind of dressed with like the skirts that's kind of short and stuff like that, and wore stuff that was like body tight or something like that, and she dressed kind of like those girls that was rejecting me from my community. So I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll go. So I guess that's why I kind of don't look at like me. The dressing thing is like a lot more flexible. Plus, I mean, I don't know. I guess because I saw it and I feel comfortable enough with the woman that I don't like. I will notice that she's pretty, but I don't automatically just look at her as like a toy or to have relations with or something. Even though that crosses my mind, but it's more like, wow, okay, she's confident in how she looks and stuff. I don't know. That's how I kind look at it when girls dress a little too sexy. Not overly sexy, like everything hanging out, but like showing leg or something like that, or a little bit of cleavage or something. What else is I'm forgetting? Oh, but that being said, even though I'm like okay with it, a lot of guys are not. Now the only thing I will say with that is, as a dude, if you pick a girl like that, you can't all of a sudden want her to dress like a nun or something like that, or either a Muslim when you pick the girl that's like that. And that's the one thing too. I do feel like when you get involved with somebody, unless if it's drug use or something, or either maybe something you feel uncomfortable with, you can ask them to curb that. But however, but at the same time, you can't expect them to totally change that, because that's who they were when you met them. So it's kind of like you can't expect them to totally change to something else now, And actually, before I forget that, he made a good comparison with, the guys with the pants hanging down and looking like a thug or something like that. I don't dress like that. And of course, though, whenever I see that out in the world with my brothers, and now it'll be like white and Hispanic guys that also do that too, with their pants hanging down, and I'm seeing their drawers or something. I don't want to see that shit or something. So but the thing is that people like to judge people. I mean, even though I try not to, even I will to a certain degree if it goes against something that I really feel uncomfortable with. So it's kind of like, if you come out here and you dress like half naked, or you dress like a thug or something like that, you can't get mad if a portion of people start looking at you in a certain kind of way, because I mean, we all do it to a certain degree. The thing is, though, I am against like forcing my opinion on somebody else, unless if they put it on social media, and then it's kind of like, well, I feel like you're forcing your opinion on me right now, so I guess I should force my opinion on you or something. But if somebody's walking around in their pants, hanging down, dude, I'll just turn the right way, or either just get out of line if I'm standing behind that person or something like that. And the same thing if a girl is dressing a little too risque. But anyway, that runs along the same thing, like I say, with like the twerking thing. It's just certain things that is kind of like, I don't know. And if you as a guy or a girl do certain things and you're getting a certain kind of reaction, I'm not saying you are asking for people to disrespect you, but however, though, for people to look at you a certain way or judge you or something like that, I mean, like, that's it is what it is. Because I'm pretty sure when people see me sometime and they don't know me, and just because of the fact that I'm black, they may think I might rob them, or they might think something or something like that. So I mean, a lot, and I can blame that on movies or people that put out that stereotype, or like the music and stuff like that. So that's a real deep thing. Somewhere in the future I will probably touch on this again, but for now, my thing is, like, I don't think women oversexualize themselves. I think actually is the dudes that are giving that attention to them that's making it oversexualized. Because if you would want women to stop doing that, then stop giving them attention, stop giving them money. I rarely see a woman that's a Susie homemaker that's showing like she's cooking and stuff like that, get a lot of attention from guys. They'll get attention from women. I'm pretty sure Martha Stewart, she made her millions, or is she a billion? No, I don't think she's a billionaire, but no, well, her money's up there. But in her case, I'm pretty sure a lot of her supporters were women, not men. So, you know, if you want females to stop doing it, you guys stop doing it. And even if you're not doing it, you have to figure some of your brothers and other guys are financing them or giving them that attention. So if that's going on, I mean, you can't totally blame them. You know, the same way like guys that's like athletes or basketball players, and sometimes they just get that chance because they just happen to be a certain height, you know, like 7 foot or something like that. You know, they're going to take advantage of the situation. So anyway, that's it. I don't know how long this video is going to be once I put all the clips together, but I'm glad you came to my TED Talk. I hope we learned that, you know, it's not, well, for men not to look at women the way you've been looking at them. Like try to understand their point of view. And for women, understand that, you know, it's different levels of men that, you know, that will accept that kind of behavior. Now, the guy you may really want, that may not be his thing, you know, especially you girls that do OnlyFans. But, you know, hey, make your money. But I'm pretty sure some guys, if they was ever to mess with you, they would want you to stop doing that, unless if you giving them your money. So anyway, that's it.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too? Kendall made it. I still wanna